Hey guys, I'm O'Harris, and today we're going to be looking at how to get all 12 Hunter's Masks in the Division 2, as well as all 8 Ivory keys that come associated along with getting all 12 Hunter's Masks. Do keep in mind you do need to get all of the masks in order to get all of the keys, even though there's more masks than keys, they only have a certain drop amount. And if you feel like doing any of these in any particular order, you don't have to follow my order in which I get them. These are just the order in which I did them personally, and you can take a look at these masks right now if you want to see what they look like on your character. But as of the Tidal Basin update, you cannot use them with the pre-designed outfits, so do keep that in mind. Alright, so starting off, we're going to be hunting the Ghoul Mask, which is a nighttime only mask, so you will have to activate him at nighttime. I'm going to be showing most of this stuff during the day, so it's nice and easy to see for the most part. But first off, you're going to head off to the Lincoln Memorial at the bottom left corner of the map, and you're going to want to go to the tunnel I have marked on screen right now. And once you get down there, you're going to head down the tunnel to your left. It's a smooth concrete tunnel, and it's going to bring you into a bigger chamber room. There's going to be a couple staircases, as well as an echo and some loot boxes. Basically, you want to head into that room. If you want an easy, like, direct route, you can either just go right to the back left of the corner. If you want something that's more descriptive, take the staircase up and down, and it will lead you right to the table that has a laptop on it. And in front of that laptop will be a map that has an X with a moon on it. Once you activate the laptop, a light will come on above that, and that's when you know that you have initiated the hunter counter. Alright, so once you've done that, you're going to head back up top. So you're going to want to fast travel to the Lincoln Memorial and go to the water collection site I've marked on the map. It's basically straight east of the Lincoln Memorial. And you want to go to the tallest building in that water collection site and shoot out the bulb, but you have to do this at night. The bulb will be blinking to let you know that the hunter is ready to be triggered. And once you show the bulb, the hunter will spawn somewhere in the vicinity and allow you to get your first of 12 masks, the Ghoul Mask. Alright, so this next mask is kind of hidden inside a building. It is the Demon Mask. It's a black with a white theme, kind of like a bird, but in a circle. It looks like a division symbol. It's just east of the Demolitionist control point, which is west of the theater settlement. And you're going to want to go around the perimeter of the mall until you find an escalator that leads down into what looks like a subway tunnel. Once you get back up from it, you're going to want to go up and around basically to the back corner where you see a supply crate over some kind of like a vegetation gardeny looking area. There'll be a yellow tarp that you can jump up on the ledge, and that's when you know you're in the right spot if you see some boulders. Once you get here, you're going to see 4 paper targets going from a diagonal downwards right angle. You're going to want to shoot all 4 paper targets, and once you do that, the hunter will spawn either in front or behind you, somewhere in the general vicinity. And as a plus side, you can do this mask during the daytime, so you don't have to farm it at night. So that's a good plus if you want to get that mask immediately. Alright, so the next mask I'm going to show you is the Crimson Mask. It is a red hand print on the mask. It's a pretty cool looking one, and it is also farmable during the daytime. So first off, you want to go just northeast of the theater settlement to this block I've marked, or just west of the District Union Arena Stronghold. And once you've gotten to around the outside there, you're going to want to head in, and the first thing you're going to see is kind of like a office looking area on either side. In that area, you're going to find a telephone or a TV that you're going to have to activate in order to spawn the hunter. So once you've activated one side and the area is clear, go ahead and run over to the other side and activate the telephone or TV, depending on which side you started on, and then the hunter will spawn somewhere in the courtyard, and at that point you can farm your Crimson Mask. Alright, so moving on from the Crimson Mask, we have the Wraith Mask. It's a standard black mask with a bunch of scratches on it, and it is just to the east of Liberty's Call Safe House in the bottommost section of the map. Basically, you want to go to this marker on the map that's right next to this like black square dot that shows up on the map. And once you get there, you're going to be looking for a monument with a eagle on it and a bunch of gold inscription writing. You're going to get out your emotes, and you're going to go to your salute emote, which you should have by default. And you're going to want to salute probably about 6 or 7 times in front of this memorial, right where my character is standing in front of the pole. Sometimes this can be a bit of a pain in the ass to trigger, but the hunter will spawn right in front of the memorial, and then you can kill him to get your Wraith Mask. Alright, so next up we have the Midas and Revenant masks. They spawn at the same time in the same area. It is just north of the Potomac Event Center. You're going to follow the road basically around to where I have this map marker on the building. It's going to take you to a pool. That's where you're going to do jumping jacks basically in the pool, and this will cause them to spawn. Just as an additional side note, you have to do this at nighttime only, and do be careful because 2 hunters is obviously a hell of a lot more challenging to fight than one individual hunter. Next up, we have 4 masks that actually spawn off of one single point, and that is a water resource node just north of the sinkhole control point in the East Mall area. The 4 masks are called the Death Mask, the Diamond Mask, the Phantom Mask, and the Cross Mask. Once you get here, you're going to go to a little cafe building, and inside this building, you're going to look for a lever. It's on the inside corner of a breakfast bar, and you want to come here at nighttime in order to trigger this. If you do this during the daytime, it won't work. But basically, you're going to turn on that lever. You're going to run out to the courtyard where all the Christmas trees are going to light up. And inside that courtyard, you're going to see the Christmas tree that you're basically going to run up right to. And you're going to do a couple circles around it. I don't know if this has been patched in the Tidal Basin update or not. But in order to get them to spawn, you have to normally run a couple circles around the tree, and this will cause them to spawn just east of there in the brush area. 3 of them will spawn here, and 1 of them will spawn even further east out in the street. Once you've killed those 3, you may have to go looking for the 4th guy if he doesn't time to migrate towards you. But once they spawn, they won't despawn, so you don't have to worry about not being able to kill all 4 of them, or if they kill you, you can just run back from the nearby control point. Alright, so this is where we come to the last 2 masks of this video. You got to pay attention to these 2 because they're a little more specific about the way they spawn, and you don't want to F something up here. So for starters, you want to come to this contaminated zone, and this is going to spawn the Spectre mask, and you're going to want to stand basically where I'm standing on top of the truck here. You're going to get a sniper so you can 100% guarantee that there's no stray in your bullets and they are hitting their targets exactly. And you're going to shoot from left to right on the bottom row of windows with only the windows that have glass. And then you're going to go from the top row left to right again. And like I said, only the windows that have glass. So if you just follow what my character is doing right now, shoot exactly where I'm shooting, the hunter will spawn either directly to the right of the front entrance of the building here or somewhere in the vicinity, and it will also drop your 7th Ivory key. You should have gotten 6 Ivory keys up to this point from farming the rest of the hunters. If you don't, there's a potential that your game's a little bugged. The devs are aware of this. They've stated this in the last state of the game that they're working on it, but this will drop your 7th Ivory key, which I'll talk about here in a moment later in the video, what those are used for. Alright, so what we have next is the Ghost Mask. It is the last and final mask that you're going to hunt, and it is a white hunter mask. It's kind of basic looking, but you do need to farm it if you want all 8 Ivory keys. So first thing you want to do is clear out the Washington Monument control point. Once that's clear, you're going to come down to the basement after 1900 hours. And you're going to come to this TV with the division symbol and a button on the table, and you're going to activate that, and it's going to come up with a map that shows you 3 individual points. But don't worry too much about what the map's showing you. I'm going to show you exactly where all 3 of these points lead. So first off, we're going to go to the Flooded Levee, which is just north of the Tidal Basin stronghold. And at the bottom right corner, you're going to find a grave site that has a shovel and a cross in it. And once you get to the grave site, you're going to stand pretty much at the foot of it and do the salute emote. And what this will do is trigger the first part, and you'll know you've triggered it once you see the UI shift on your character and return to normal. Next, you're going to go northeast of the Washington Monument, but try not to confuse this spot with other areas around the monument because there's similar looking small brick-looking buildings next to each corner of the Washington Monument. So make sure you're going to the northeast one. It's basically just to the right of it, and there will be another grave with a shovel and a cross in it, and you're going to do the exact same thing you did the first time around where you're going to salute in front of it, and once your UI shifts, you know you've activated it correctly. So next up, you're going to go to the southeast of the monument, and here you're going to find the 3rd and final grave, and you know you've you're standing in the right spot once you can read Unite off the side of the Washington Monument. It's hidden kind of between two bushes, but you'll know because obviously there will be a grave site that you can stand in front of to once again salute and activate the third and final grave before daytime rolls around. Alright, so once you've done all that tedious crap, you're going to come back down underneath the control point. You're going to activate that button again that you did the first time, and this time a orange division symbol with a white background is going to show up instead to let you know you've successfully completed the first phase that you will not have to repeat once you've done it the first time. You're going to come back outside. You're going to see a orange division symbol on the ground displayed by a light, and a hunter will spawn the moment you walk through the center of it, and you can get your final mask as well as your 8th and final ivory key once you kill this hunter. So once you finished farming all 12 masks and all 8 ivory keys, you're going to head back to the White House, and you're going to go where you normally do, go down the hall to your right, and you'll see a briefcase that says 8 out of 8 ivory keys. And you're going to open it, and once you do, you're going to get an F2000. It seems to be a very common drop from everyone I've seen open this case, so you're most likely going to get that assault rifle, but that's not the exciting part. The exciting part is you do get a new backpack trophy that is a little hunter axe. It's similar to, if you've ever played the First Division, you'll understand it more, but it's kind of like their signature weapon. Also, additionally, on top of getting this hunter trophy backpack item, you're going to get the ivory weapon skin. If you've gotten the ivory camo for your armor in the game already, then you'll know exactly what this is. It is a white camo that comes default on the F2000. You can change that, but it does come on there so you can see what it looks like, and you can now apply it to any weapon in the game, and that's all you have. So if you do like this video, please subscribe, drop a like in the channel. It really helps out the channel to grow, and I'll be coming out with more Division 2 content in the near future, and hopefully this is an updated, more relevant guide to getting all 1200 masks and all 8 ivory keys in the Division 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.